So 6-9, we may do a trade grade in a sec, but I'll at least tell you the top two most important answers. One, when you're writing these formulas, which one goes first? The positive thing goes first. So if we have a positive thing, we're going to have a positive thing combined with a negative thing. The positive thing is going to need to go first. And then the second thing we want to keep in mind is that all of the positive charges have to be equal to the total negative charges, and that's a thing. So 6-9, that's your two key points, and we're going to do a page of notes trying to write some names of some formulas for the first time in your life. But the name of the game is positive has to go first, so let's grab our periodic tables if you don't have them. Negative thing's going to go second, but you have to find a way to equal out the charges. The total positive charge has to equal the total negative charge. Tonight for homework, that's what you're going to do on numbers 15 and 16. There's also a 1y and a 1z. The read for tomorrow is 610. 610, I gave you a sheet that'll prep for that, that'll describe to you how much new stuff there is. There isn't much, and it just shows you what all the questions are. You're pretty close to an exact copy of the 610 to prep. But here we go. So the first one on this notes writing name sheet was sodium and chlorine. I turned chlorine into chloride, which clearly tells you that chlorine turning chloride must be negative. So first thing we'll write is sodium's formula, which is Na, and then we'll write chlorine symbol, which is Cl. Then we have to make sure that the amount of positive charge is equal to the amount of negative charge, and if it is, we're done. If it isn't, we fix it. So using your periodic table, what is sodium's charge? 1, because it's in column 1. And chlorine's charge is
7.
So negative
1, because it has 7 electrons, but it wants to get 1 more. So we each have a charge of 1, so NaCl, and you're out. And if you've paid attention to your life, you might know that NaCl is the formula for table salt already. I doubt if you know what the formula for barium fluoride is off the top of your head. But since I made fluorine already into fluoride, you know that that one's negative. Put that second, that's F. Barium is Ba. So Ba is first, F is second, and then let's scan the charges. What's barium's charge? 2. What's fluorine's charge? 1. So if this has a charge of 2, and this has a charge of 1, do you know how to fix that? Use some subscripts, where the numbers are basically going to just swapsies. You need 1 of the 2's and 2 of the 1's. So that formula is going to be Ba F2 with the 2 as a subscript down in the ground. Because if you have 2 of those 1's and 1 of those 2's, now the negatives and positives even out. Aluminum is positive. Put that first. Aluminum's Al. Bromine, bromide is second.
Br.
Put a Br and check our charges. Aluminum's charge is a 3. Bromine's charge is a 1. Those aren't the same.
So
So
that's 3 for the
transpose those and put a 3 with bromine. So Al regular, Br3. Fourth one. Iron 3 is nice because you don't have to really look up anything. You know that that has a charge of 3. That's why it's called iron 3. But we do need the symbol. So Fe. Sulfide. Just put S. That has a charge of 2. So with a 3 and a 2.
so
Swap them, so it's Fe2S3. Number 5 is harder. Why is 5 harder? Maybe. I mean, maybe not. For some people, they're going to be mad.
It's 40.
It's not on the periodic table.
Yeah.
You have to know nitrate. So that's why we've been working on that for days and days. So let's start with copper. Copper is Cu. Since it's copper 2, has a charge of 2. Nitrate NO3 has a charge of
Minus
1. So Cu, NO3. This has a charge of 2, this has a charge of 1.
So would it be 1 and 6? Or would it be
No.
1 and 5?
No.
2, 1, and 2, but you can make parentheses.
Parentheses. To keep that as a group, we're going to go parentheses there. So there's a charge of 1, there's a charge of 2, there's a charge of 1. So we need 1 of these and 2 of all of that. So the best way to do that is parentheses. Lithium, Li, charge of
1?
1. Periodic table for those. Sulfate, have to memorize.
SO4.
SO4 has a charge of 2. So lithium, sulfate. Charge of 1, charge of 2.
So lithium with 2.
Lithium with a 2. We don't need parentheses on the ones we've memorized, the polyatomic ions. Unless we need multiples of them, that's the only time we're going to go parentheses. 7. Mercury 1.
Hg.
2.
Hg2 with a
2 plus.
2 plus. Acetate is our least favorite one.
It's the C2H3O0.
Agreed. That has a charge of
1.
1. So charges are 2 and 1.
So
So,
parentheses around acetate.
yeah, because we need 1 and 2 parentheses to double our acetate. Ammonium is positive. Put it first.
NH.
NH4. Sulfite
SO3.
is SO3 with a 2 minus. So we have a charge of 1 on this, a charge of 2 on that. Switchies. Parentheses around ammonium to take its 2. Agreed. Strontium is back to the table. Symbol SR, so that's a positive 2. Phosphate, one of a kind, is PO4 with a 3 minus. So charges were 2 from the table, 3 from our memory.
So 3 with the SR.
So 3 with the SR,
2 with the outside the parentheses.
parentheses with a 2 on phosphate. Magnesium, Mg, charge 2 from the table. Hydrogen carbonate, charge 1. So charge 2, charge 1. Switch,
Parentheses.
parentheses around
That one.
HCO3. 2. Calcium,
2. It's
Ca, charge 2. Permanganate,
MnO4.
MnO4, that has a charge of 1. So
So-
switchies, parentheses around
The permanganate.
MnO4, and then a little 2 afterwards. Potassium, charge of 1, it's a K. Dichromate,
CR207.
agreed, and that has a charge of 2. So switchies, so K2, CR207. Last one, aluminum,
AL.
Al from earlier, we know that had a charge of 3. Oxalate,
C2O4.
C2O4, 2 minus, agreed. So switchies, Al subscript of 2. C2O4 needs to be
Parentheses.
in parentheses with a little 3 after it. That's how that goes. Welcome to the world of writing chemical formulas. So positive goes first. You probably use your periodic table. Who are the ones that are on the left of the table? What kinds of things? Metals. So if there's a metal, that's definite positive, that's definite first, that's on the left of the table. The only positive one you memorized was ammonium. So generally speaking, the positive's coming from the table or it's ammonium. The negative is maybe from the table, maybe from your memory, but make sure the positives equal the negatives, and you do that with switchies and just putting subscripts. And if it's something you memorized, you got to go parentheses. Anybody need a run back of how any of that just worked? Okay. Let's do the 6-9 quiz then. We've got time. Question is if we have battery that'll hold out. What's our minutes?
It says 10.
All right, we'll be good. So 1, we're going to go positive first. 2, it equals the total negative charges. And then it's old stuff. 3 is attractive forces that hold atoms together. 4 is ionic, which transfer electrons. Covalent share electrons. 8's a coordinate bond. 9's a pair of electrons on one atom. 10 is Lewis structures. And then I'll pause before the 3-pointer. Anybody there or anything? 11, write the electron dot formulas for everybody. Arrange the atoms to obey the rule of 8 with the addendum that hydrogen obeys the rule of 2 for like a half-point sort of issue. Start with the central atom with the add-on that it's the least electronegative, and the other add-on it's never hydrogen in the center. 14 is structural formula, then bond angle, double bond, triple bond, polyatomic ion, and then I'll pause because 19 is newer. Anything there? 19 is VSEPR. If they shuffle the letters, I'll still go half one more day, but only if they have all 5 letters. VSEPR. 20 is linear, which is 180 degrees. Next time you can see on the study guide, I'll want you to also draw this shape. 22 is trigonal planar, that's 120. I'll also want you to draw a shape. 24 is tetrahedral, which is 109.5, and I'll want you on the next quiz to draw a whole bunch of shapes, because bent and pyramidal and tetrahedral and 3Ds and dotted lines and some of that stuff we did talk about last time. Question about those? Okay, let's shut that down. We made it.